to have Tracer be the face of Overwatch and be such a huge icon in the FPS gaming industry, I really think it would make a lot of sense for Tracer of all characters in Overwatch to be in Smash.
I got an invitation to join Smash!
I swear to God, I'm gonna get one of these right eventually. I'm gonna get at least one of these right. Hello everyone, and I'm Autobot Sonic the Telltale Gamer, bringing latest everything Telltale games, Life is Strange, and many other things. So, I know it's been quite a few months since I've last made a video about who I believe is going to be in the DLC roster for Smash Ultimate's second fighter pass, and so far I am 4-0 right now with these. I was wrong, well technically 3-0 because I didn't make a prediction for Min Min, but I was wrong about the Champions of Hyrule being in Smash. It was instead Steve and Alex from Minecraft. I was wrong about Sora being in Smash. It was Sephiroth. I was wrong about Tracer from Overwatch being in Smash. It was Pyra and Mythra from Xenoblade 2. So my hopes for this aren't high, but I would like to be pleasantly surprised with this one. I'd like to be pleasantly surprised and see that this one would get right. I would get right, but yeah, anyway, let's go into it. Now, this is going to be a very, very controversial video. Now, the funny thing is with this, I actually intended this to be an April Fool's Day video, but the more I thought about it, I genuinely think this could be a valid candidate for a fighter in the fighter pass. And I'll be saying right now, originally, this video was going to be about Master Chief being in Smash, and I know everyone wants Master Chief to be in Smash, and I've seen there's like hundreds upon hundreds of videos on YouTube already that have made videos on, why Master Chief should be in Smash, but there haven't been a lot of videos about the character that I want to be in Smash now, who should take up the 5th slot in Smash Ultimate's second fighter pass. And who do I think this character should be? I think that the character that should be Smash Ultimate's second fighter pass, the 5th character in their second fighter pass, should be none other than Jonesy from Fortnite. Now, yes, I know, get all your angry comments out because they're gonna just say, oh, I don't want Fortnite in my Smash Bros, because then that makes it lame or whatever. I really don't care about that. Smash Bros is a celebration of video games. We've had characters come from all different walks of life, and with especially just how much of an impact Fortnite has had on not just the gaming industry, but just media industry in general, similarly to how Minecraft did almost 10 years ago, I really, really think that Jonesy from Fortnite has a solid chance of getting into Smash Bros as a character, and I definitely think that he would bring a very unique skill set that could be used in Smash. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about why Jonesy would make for a great character in Smash Bros. So we're gonna start off with first why I believe he should be included in Smash, then talk about his special attacks, his final Smash, what his stage would be, his alternate outfits, the music that Jonesy would bring with him, as well as his spirit board and taunts and so on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so starting off with why I believe Jonesy from Fortnite should be added into Smash Ultimate's second fighter pass. Now, just like with Tracer and with Sora and with the Champions of Hyrule, not so much Champions of Hyrule, but actually more so just Sora and Tracer, with those, each of those represented a key figure in that genre of video games. We had Sora representing like one of the most popular JRPG series of all time with Kingdom Hearts. With Tracer, we had her representing one of the most important first-person shooters / esports of all time with Overwatch. So with Jonesy, I mean, Jonesy and Fortnite as a whole have had such a big effect on video games and just media in general. Just think of all the things that happened in video games because of Fortnite. Because while yes, PUBG was the original Battle Royale, Fortnite, think of all the things that we don't have it's because of Fortnite we have stuff like battle passes in games. It's because of Fortnite that we have stuff like that Battle Royale has just exploded into such a genre now in video games. Fortnite is the reason why several games are going live service now, and they're going live service and are free to play now. And it's Fortnite, and love or hate Fortnite, you have to admire just how big the game has gotten from just being a small secondary mode for a main game 4 years ago and is now blown up to be this worldwide phenomenon. You just have to give Fortnite and Epic Games credit for just how powerful of a movement they've created with Fortnite, and that's why with Jonesy there, I really think that showing Fortnite off in Smash Bros, which is supposed to be a celebration of all things video games, would be a great way to pay homage to one of the biggest influential modern games of our time. Now, moving on from talking about why I believe Jonesy should be in Smash, we're going to talk about what Jonesy's gimmick would be. So, just like with every other Smash Bros character, DLC character, they've all had gimmicks. With Min, she had her whole arms can be used for double combos. Steve and Alex had their crafting mechanic. Sephiroth had his one-winged angel form, and Pyra and Mithra had the ability to switch between Pyra and Mithra, and each have their own branch of special attacks, which is kind of similar, actually, to how I wanted the Champions of Hyrule to play out. But, there's still a chance they could come in. So, to make, Jonesy's way to describe Jonesy's gimmick would basically be kind of like an offshoot of Steve and Alex's mechanic of crafting, where instead of crafting, Jonesy's gimmick will be involved building. So, for any of you who don't play Fortnite, if you just never actually played it, for the few of you that haven't, the way Fortnite works is it's a standard third-person battle royale, but what separates it from other battle royale games is your ability to build structures to hide and defend yourself in. So, the way this works in Fortnite is you have your pickaxe as a default weapon all the time, and when you go to your pickaxe, you can smash anything that's stone, metal, or wooden in the Fortnite world, and that will give you materials that you can use to build items. This can range anything from a telephone pole, a tree, a large rock, a car. Hitting any of these things with your pickaxe will give you materials. So, what if we tie that into Jonesy's moveset? So, the way the crafting mechanic will work is that Jonesy doesn't have combos, or not traditional combos per se. So, let's say Jonesy's regular jab ability will just be one swing of his pickaxe. Now, if you hold the basic attack button, or A, Jonesy will continue to swing his pickaxe like a normal Fortnite character would do. But the thing is, if you tilt it up or down, Jonesy will swing up or down with his pickaxe, and if you move right or forward or backwards, Jonesy will move backwards or forwards while still swinging his pickaxe. And if he manages to hit a wall, a ceiling, or a floor with his pickaxe attack, he'll gain building materials based on whatever surface it is. So let's say he's playing on Battlefield, let's say, and he hits the floor of Battlefield. He would get probably stone or metal materials from that. Or if you're playing on Temple, like Hyrule Temple, and you hit the ground areas, you'll probably get wood, maybe a bit metal, and if you hit any of the concrete areas, like the upstairs portions of Temple, you get stone from it. So so that's basically how it works. That the pickaxe would do a decent amount of damage to make up for the fact that Jonesy can't combo. So in Fortnite, when you hit someone with a pickaxe, you do 20 damage to them. Now, obviously, we can't have Jonesy doing 20% damage with each of his pickaxe swings. That would be too OP. But to make up for the fact that he won't have combos per se, I think the best thing for him to do would be to make his pickaxe swings do fairly around maybe 5 to 6.5 to 7 damage per swing. Again, I'm not a professional Smash player, so if it seems OP, don't hate on me for it. But yeah, I feel like that's how it would work, and that would actually tie into Jonesy's neutral special, which would be building, similarly to how Steve and Alex's neutral special is crafting. So the way Jonesy's special would work is that once he's gathered enough materials, which is, you need 10 materials of something to craft anything that can be a wall, a floor sliding actually, a ramp, which can be turned into stairs, or a cone, kind of like the roof of a house, let's say, per se. So the way this would work, if you have enough materials and you hold B, Jonesy will pull out the paperclip and the blueprint and pencil that Fortnite players usually use when they build, and he'll make a wall in front of himself. Now, if you let go of B, he'll make a wall, but if you hold B, then move down and release B, he'll make a floor. If you hold up, he'll make a ceiling. If you hold forward, he'll make a ramp, and maybe if you hold backwards, he'll either make another ramp or he'll make a cone. And so I think that'd be a cool way. And then if you want to switch between which of the building materials, you would have so you switch between wood, metal, and silver. I mean, not silver, wood, metal, and wood, stone, and metal. you would double tap or triple tap B right when you start it to switch to either a wooden building, a stone building, or a metal building. And just like in Fortnite, if you built a wall, a ramp, or whatever, players wouldn't be able to pass through these objects, similar to Steve and Alex with their crafting mechanic. However, just like Steve and Alex's crafting mechanic, these materials, these buildings could be broken by other players' attacks or just other items. So the way it would work is wooden objects would take the least amount of time to build, but they're fairly weak and can be destroyed easily. While metal buildings, on their hand, they take probably longer to build than wooden structures, but they'd last a lot longer than wooden buildings would. And that kind of place that could be for good area denial or good ledge guarding, where let's say Jonesy manages to knock a player off, he can just put up walls in front of the stage so that if they try to recover, they can't unless they're able to break the barriers and get back on. That might be a little too OP, so they may make materials less in the game, but I don't know. That's my basically idea for what I believe Jonesy's gimmick and by extension his neutral special would be. Now moving on to Jonesy's side special, I feel like with most characters, their side special has a common theme of it being a charge of some kind. So for example, like with Min Min, we have her shooting her arm out, which I think that might be her neutral special as well. But with characters like Steve and Alex, they have the minecart. With Banjo and Kazooie, they have the Wonder Wing. With Byleth, they have Eridbar. So with Jonesy's side special, I think we should take a page out of Steve and Alex's book and make a vehicle involved with Jonesy's side special, kind of like Wario's actually. And so, what vehicle do I believe Jonesy's side specials would be? Now, this is kind of a throwback for Fortnite, but I believe it would be really cool if Jonesy's side special was a shopping cart charge. Now, for those of you who may not remember, shopping carts were actually the very first vehicle added into Fortnite back during, I believe, Season 3 or 4 of Chapter 1. So the way shopping carts worked is that they weren't really vehicles, but more so just kind of like skateboards, actually. The way they worked was that if you found a shopping cart, you could push it, and if you were going like uphill or like on a neutral plane, you wouldn't be moving that fast. But then the whole point was if you went downhill with them, you'd get really, really serious traction. And so they could hold up to 2 people. So I think it'd be cool if Jonesy just started charging forward with a shopping cart and basically just do like a set amount of damage to anyone he runs over. Now, it wouldn't really do a lot of damage, but I think it would have a very high knockback potential. So if you had someone already at high damage, well, maybe it might only do like 10 or 15 damage. The attack would have a lot of knockback potential. So if they were at high enough damage, the shopping cart charge could definitely take them out of the game. And I think that would be a great way to call back to older Fortnite stuff that hasn't been around for several months and even years, in fact. Moving on to Jonesy's up special now, I believe that one pretty much speaks for itself, considering that every up special for Smash characters is a recovery move. So with Jonesy's up special, I think I can speak for everyone when I know what his up special would be, and that would be a launchpad glider combo. Now again, for anyone who doesn't play Fortnite, gliders are essentially the parachutes of Fortnite in terms of other battle royales. That basically when you jump off the battle bus into a game of Fortnite, when you're about to hit the ground, you pull out your glider to glide down to wherever you want to go. And launch pads are a trap that you can put on, that you can find around the island and then put down on your buildings, so that they act like trampolines of sorts. That if you jump on them, you jump up in the air, and then you can deploy your glider to cover like a large amount of distance in a quick amount of time. So the way I see Jonesy's up special working with this launchpad glider combo is actually very similar to, like, imagine a mix of Sonic's up special with Peach and Daisy's up special. So let's say first off, if you're using it on the ground, Jonesy will spawn a launch pad on the ground and like right under him, and then he'll jump up. When he's reached like the top of his fall, he'll pull out his glider and then can move left or right, just like Peach and Daisy can with their umbrellas. But if Jonesy uses this in the air, the launch pad will just boost him up and then fall down to either the ground if he's under land or off the map if he's in the air. So it's very similar to the kind of a mix of Sonic and Peach's up specials, with the spring from Sonic mixed in with the gliding of Peach and Daisy's up special. I really think that's definitely the best use of Jonesy's up special. And of course, if anyone, just like Sonic's up special, if anyone, or even Mega Man's up special, if Jonesy leaves the launch pad on the ground, anyone else can use it just to like get a boost in the air. They can't glide, but they'd be able to jump up and get some coverage for a bit, like get some air time. Rounding out Jonesy's specials is going to be his down special. Now, for Jonesy's down specials always are ones that like just Smash developers like Sakurai and everyone like to just play around with and just do something completely random. And for me, I feel like Jonesy's down special would be really cool if it was grenades, but not just any types of grenades. But I don't want to be a carbon copy of like Snake's grenades where he just throws a one grenade and he can either choose to cook it or like throw it softly or throw it hard so it goes like further or less distance. No, I don't think that's how it's gonna work. So the way Jonesy's grenades will work is that you press down B, Jonesy will pull out a grenade. If you let go of B while standing still, Jonesy will throw a regular grenade, and it will just act like, let's say, Snake's regular grenades. It will go down, it'll interact with people regularly, and then after like a few seconds, it blows up and does damage. But then, here's the catch. If you press down B to pull out the grenade, and then move forward and let go of B, Jonesy will switch the grenade to, let's say, A. I think the best thing to do would be to have Jonesy throw a clinger. So the way clingers worked in Fortnite is that there are these suction cup-like bombs that you throw them, and they basically stick to whatever they land on, whether it be another player or a building, and then after a few seconds it explodes. So the way I think the clingers would work is that they'd be kind of like the sticky bomb item, where you throw it and then it sticks to either a player or a object, and then if someone runs by it, there's a chance that the clinger may stick to another person instead, and then that will blow up and deal damage. If Jonesy holds up and lets go of B, he'll instead throw a shockwave grenade, which the way those work is that they don't do any damage, but they knock you back really, really far, and you don't take any fall damage in Fortnite. But obviously, since fall damage doesn't exist in Smash, the way it would work in Fortnite, I believe, is kind of simple. Think of it like Mario's down B with Flood, but it's a grenade instead of just a straight stream of water. Think of it like that. And I think that could be really useful for crowd control. And then for Jonesy's, if Jonesy's moving backwards, or I guess backwards could be a cleaner as well. But if we want to make, or maybe they could do something really cool and have Jonesy's back special be a jar of fireflies. And yes, a jar of fireflies. So the way the firefly jar works it's a recent item that's been put in Fortnite a few seasons ago. I think back in like Chapter 2, Season 4 or Season 5. The way it works, the firefly jar, when you throw it, it releases the fireflies inside and sets fire to wherever it lands. So it would be cool as if Jonesy throws the firefly jar and it basically sets fire to whoever gets hit by it, or like an area, kind of like imagine the fire flower item, something like that kind of. And then finally, my favorite is if you keep holding down while holding the grenade, it will instead become a boogie bomb, which I think would be the best grenade to use as Jonesy. So the way boogie bombs work in Fortnite is that they're grenades that are very hard to use, but if you manage to hit someone with a boogie bomb, whether it be a teammate, an enemy, or even yourself, you'll be forced to dance uncontrollably, so you can't attack or build, but you can still run and jump. So basically leaves you defenseless for a few seconds. So the way I think the boogie bomb will work in Fortnite, and on Fortnite and Smash, is that when you throw the boogie bomb, it would detonate immediately upon either hitting someone or hitting the ground. And if it hits someone, if they're on the ground, they're forced to taunt for a bit. So that gives you time for you to attack them a bit, or like line up like a perfect smash attack or something like that. The way it would work though, if you're in the air and get hit with a boogie bomb though, is probably you would just maybe like get flinched or stunned, kind of like if you broke a shield or something like that. That's the way I could imagine like making it even or fair per se. But definitely I believe that with the boogie bomb, the clingers, the shockwave grenades, the firefly jar, that'd be a way to make Jonesy's grenades feel different from Snake's, and even Banjo-Kazooie's if you want to put them in as well. And now that leads us to exactly what Jonesy's final smash would be. Now, I'll be honest, with this one I had a little trouble coming up with what exactly could be Jonesy's ultimate move, because there really is no ultimate move in Fortnite. I mean, sure, you've got like really strong abilities that have been added in certain events, like the Infinity Blade back in Chapter 1, Season 7. You had all the different Marvel abilities from Chapter 2, Season 4, and so on, so on. But none of those abilities really, I feel like, define Fortnite. And the other thing besides the characters and the dances, I think, that really define Fortnite is its story and its events specifically. So now, I don't know, really, Fortnite is the game that basically kickstarted in-game events and live service things. So to shake things up every season, Epic Games often brings these events to Fortnite that have very, very far-reaching consequences on the game's story and design in general. So, for example, some of the biggest ones, in my opinion, are the very first event that Fortnite ever did when the Visitor's rocket tore a hole in the sky that introduced us to Season 5 with its Rift system. With Season 8, we had the Vault opening, which players got to vote on which item came back into the game after, like, all those items had been gone, like, for months at the time. And then they rounded it all up with the volcano in that map exploding and destroying various parts of the map. And then even later, more recent ones, like we had the Marvel event where everyone worked together to fight Galactus at the end of the Marvel season, or the Spy season where we had the device that caused a giant tsunami to flood the island. All those are great, but I think no other Fortnite event has been more impactful than the end event from the end of Chapter 1, Season 10. So, and that is how I believe what the final smash for Jonesy should be. So, the way I think I can see this working is that when Jonesy activates his final smash, a comet comes flying forward from where he was, and if anyone gets hit by that comet, they get transported to the original Chapter 1 Fortnite Island, and they're forced to watch as the Seven, who are basically like this mysterious organization that kind of run everything in the Fortnite world alongside the Imagined Order, they drop down, the 7 comets go targeting down on the 0 point of Fortnite Island, and then they bring down the huge meteorite that crashed back in Chapter 1, Season 4 onto the 0 point, just like at the end of Season 10, and then it destroys the meteor destroys the 0 point, and basically creates a black hole just like at the end of Season 10, where everyone who got hit by the comet gets sucked into it, and it either does like about, I'd say, 30 to 40 damage to them, or if the players are already at over 100 damage, it kills them instantly. And I think that would be such a cool way to tie in, like, honestly, what one of my favorite events was in Fortnite to Smash, and definitely helps, like, I think would be a really cool way to show off such a momentous moment from Fortnite in Smash. Okay, so now we've got everything done with what exactly Jonesy's specials, his final smash, and his gimmick are going to be, but we've got to talk about what his skins are, his stage, the music he'll bring to Smash, taunts, spirit board, and so on. So, for skins, if you know Fortnite is known for its skins, and the cool thing about Jonesy is there's actually quite a few Jonesy skins they can go for. Now, I know technically every character in Fortnite is different. If you know the story of Fortnite, yes, there are many skins that look like Jonesy, but in the lore of Fortnite, those are just alternate realities of Jonesy, basically. So, like, for example, you have the Raptor and Staff Sergeant, who are two characters that look just like Jonesy, but they're just alternate reality versions of him, where one's a park ranger and the other is just obsessed with dinosaurs. So, the way I think Jonesy skins would work is, first off, his default skin would be his default skin from Chapter 1, aka Jonesy the First. I feel like that's the most obvious choice. And then his second skin would, of course, be his default skin from Chapter 2, which is the current default skin of him with the green jacket and gloves and so on. Now, I can see, I guess we'll just call it Jonesy the Second for now, even though it doesn't have an official name yet. But, yeah, so we have Jonesy the First as his default skin, then Jonesy the Second as his secondary skin, but then we could have alternate versions of those two skins for secondaries. I think it would be cool if, they made, an alternate for Jonesy would be the Dark Jonesy skin that was released back in, like, Season 10 or Season 9, I believe. And then an alternate skin for Jonesy the Second would be Slurp Jonesy, which was introduced back in, like, Season 1 or 2 of Chapter 2. And it was basically Chapter 2 Jonesy, but he's got his jacket, all his clothes are black, and his skin is, like, see-through blue, like Slurp, which is the healing potion that is used in Fortnite to make shield potions. So to see, like, a Slurp Jonesy skin, I think would be really funny. And then that's 4 skins. A 5th skin Jonesy could have, I believe, would actually be, probably, in my opinion, maybe something like the Skull Trooper, or like another popular skin like that. The same could be with, like, another popular Jonesy skin, like maybe Raptor or Staff Sergeant. And then I think the last 2 skins, though, should be Agent Jonesy, who is most likely one of the most important characters in Fortnite story. Now, for you who don't know, Agent Jonesy is essentially the original Jonesy, despite the name of Jonesy the First. Agent Jonesy was one of the top agents of IO, who are kind of like the bad guys in Fortnite, but we don't know if they're really the bad guys, we just feel like they're the bad guys. And Agent Jonesy really got into the story he was first introduced towards the end of Chapter 2, Season 2, but he really got interested in, really got put into the story in Season 5 of Chapter 2, where he was in charge of collecting several different characters from all across the multiverse to protect the 0 point, which was exposed during that season, which is why you saw characters like Daryl and Michonne from The Walking Dead, Master Chief from Halo, Ripley and a Xenomorph from Alien, The Flash, Ghostbusters, and all of them coming together in Fortnite. That's why we had that huge crossover season in Season 5. But then Season 6 was kind of showed that Jonesy became detached from the IO and basically wanted to work with the 7 to preserve the 0 point in all of reality. And Agent Jonesy actually became a playable character in Season 6, which we saw, like, we got the Agent Jonesy skin. And so I think the default style for Agent Jonesy, which is him in the clean suit, would be one skin, but then have the last style be his be an alternate of that, where it's just like kind of him, like his suit's all torn up. He's got like parts from every other Fortnite crossover that's happened. Like he's got Daryl's crossbow quiver on his belt. He's got one of Ryu's boxing gloves on his hand. He's got a chest piece and a communication device from Ripley. He's got Batman's gauntlet on his other arm, and then he's got the Mandalorian shoulder pad. All that would be so cool if Agent Jonesy was an alternate skin for Jonesy, and definitely would be cool to show just how far Fortnite has come in terms of skins. And having talked about Jonesy's skins, that now brings us to what Jonesy Stage would be. Now, there's not a lot of places in Fortnite that you can make a stage of, but I think the number one choice for Jonesy's stage would be Fortnite Island, of course. So, the way Fortnite Island would work is that it would essentially be kind of like, think, the Lilac Cruise from Brawl, or even, Garrick Mach from Byleth, when Byleth got added. So the way I could see Fortnite Island working is that you'd be on one platform, and it'd be switching between different areas of the island per different seasons of the island. So, for example, you'd start off during Chapter 2, Season 1 of Fortnite. You'd start with the 0 point, creating the new Fortnite Island, and you land at probably the middle of the island, which is actually just called the island. You land on a house, and then maybe you'd see a few of the Season 1 skins just walking around as you fight. I think you could have characters like Turk, Journey, Ripley, not to be confused with Ellen Ripley, who was added in Season 5, 8-Ball, Sorana, Chaos Agent, and so many others. And then after like a while, suddenly you see Shadow and Ghost agents just rush onto the scene and build the agency from Chapter 2, Season 2. And then, of course, then it cuts to all different characters from that season. You have characters like Midas, Sky, Meowscles, Maya, Brutus. You can't obviously have, like, Deadpool in there, because even though he was a big part of Season 2, I don't think Sakurai is going to get the rights to Marvel in Smash Bros. So then, it basically just shows there for a while, like on a Battle Pass screen from that season, and then all of a sudden, the device, like as it's going, the device activates from the end of Season 2, and it causes a tsunami that floods the map, and then of course, all of a sudden you're on the flotilla from Chapter 2, Season 3, and you see all the summer skins. You see Ocean, you see Scuba Jonesy, you see Kit, Eternal Knights, Siona. You can't, obviously, again, you can't show Aquaman, even though he was a big part of that season. And from this, we obviously can't have him cut to Season 4, which was the Marvel season. So they would just, I think it would just cut straight to Season 5. Maybe just have all the water slowly disappear, and then it become desert as the 0 point just rises up from the ground. And then we get Season 5, where if you're not playing as Agent Jonesy, he comes out as 0 point, and you see all the other characters from Season 5, like Maeve, Mancake, Reese, Menace, and Lexa. You can't obviously have Mandalorian and Predator in that season, even though they were big parts of the season, because again, I don't think Sakurai's gonna get the rights to to Star Wars and Warner Brothers for Predator and Mandalorian. And then slowly as that goes on, we see the 0 point get more and more cracked until you see Agent Jonesy run in with the Foundation from the Zero Crisis event back in Season 6. And then we see the Foundation make the Spire, and then that leads us to Season 6, where we see all the Season 6 skins going around. You see Agent Jonesy, if no one's playing as him. You'll see Tirana, Roz, Cluck, the Spire Assassin. Again, you can't see Lara Croft and Raven from Teen Titans, even though those were two main characters in Season 6. Again, I don't think Sakurai is gonna get the rights to Square Enix and DC for Lara Croft and Raven. Although Lara Croft could actually show up, considering that Sakurai already has a good relationship with Square Enix through Cloud and Sephiroth. They might be able to get Lara Croft in, but definitely not Raven. And then, of course, that would lead us to the final season, or the current season, which is Season 7, which then you'd see the big alien mothership from the start of Season 7 come down, lift up the Spire, explode it, and then you just see a bunch, and then we'd probably land at, probably the IO headquarters under, Corny Complex, and you'd see all the Season 6 skins. You'd see Dr. Sloan, a few, IO agents, a couple Chimera aliens, Joey, who would eventually shift into her alien form. After Joey, you have Googimon and Sunny, and of course you can't have again, for the last time I swear, Sakurai wouldn't get the rights to Rick and Morty, because again, it's Rick and Morty and Smash Bros is for good boys and girls. Plus, I don't think Sakurai is gonna get the rights from Cartoon Network to put Rick and Morty in Smash Bros. So, and then after that, probably the 0 point would activate again, and you'd flash back to Season 1. So it'd be kind of similar, actually, to Sephiroth Stage, where it kind of just tells a story. And I think that would be such a cool way to show off all the different history that's happened with Fortnite over the past 2 years now, since Chapter 2 started. And that would be a great idea for Jonesy Stage. Now, of course, if we're talking about Jonesy Stage, you gotta talk about what Fortnite music Jonesy would bring to Smash with him. Now, unlike my last video with Tracer talking about how Overwatch's music wasn't really that big to Fortnite, again, how Overwatch wasn't that big to Smash, actually. Fortnite's music isn't that big, per se. Like, most games in Fortnite go by with no music. The only real music that, is used in Fortnite is for lobby music and for emote music. So, the way I think that would work is that, in the past, Epic Games have taken songs used in different dances and turned them into lobby music. So, or even just taken music from events and turned those into lobby music as well. And so, the way this works is, I don't think we're going to be seeing any TikTok dances music in Fortnite, in Smash, because, again, I highly doubt Sakurai can get the rights to songs like Never Gonna Give You Up, Renegade, Say So, Don't Start Now, and so many others. I think we're going to stick to music from Fortnite original dances. So, imagine stuff like, the ones that stick out to me are probably I think the main track for the Fortnite Island would be a remix of the default dance song. Now, of course, everyone knows the default dance in Fortnite and the music that goes along with it. And there have been a couple of people I've seen online that made, like, Smash remixes of the default dance song. And I definitely think that's the way Sakurai should go with this, in that he should work on creating a remix of the default dance song and make that the main song of the Fortnite music in Smash. But then, of course, you can put remixes of other dances, like the Twist dance or the Floss dance, and several other big dances in Fortnite, like Orange Justice, Hype, Freestylin', Smooth Moods, and so on. And that's definitely, I think, the best way to go about it. Of course, you could also throw in music from other events, or even just actual lobby music. You can put my personal favorites. I'd love to see Googimon's song, Axe to Grind, and Sunny's song from the most recent Season 7 put in, because those songs are without a doubt the best lobby music that Fortnite's ever done. On top of that, they could also do the End song from the Season 10 End event. They could do the Device song from the Chapter 2 Season 2 End event. They could do the Neo Tilted song from Chapter 1 Season 9, because I really like that one too. There's a lot of great music in Fortnite that I think could really work for Smash. And while we're on the subject of music from Fortnite music in Smash, we gotta talk about, of course, what Jonesy's taunts would be. And if you know where I'm going with this, you know where I'm going with this. So, I don't think we can talk about Jonesy having any other taunts besides any of the dances that are in Fortnite. And if there's one thing Fortnite's known for other than just the kids in the supermarket complaining about their $19 V-Bucks cards. It's, of course, everyone doing Fortnite dances in real life. So, of course, Jonesy's has to have all of his taunts be centered around Fortnite dances. And I think I know already what those 3 are going to be. So his up taunt would, of course, be the default dance. It's just iconic. And just having him do the default dance would be hilarious. And similarly to Bayonetta in Smash 4, I imagine you'll be able to cancel out of these taunts so they don't take up the whole thing. But it'd be cool if when Jonesy does a default dance, it actually plays the default dance music. Similarly his side taunt would be him flossing, because of course that's like probably the most important or most I guess what's the word, popular dance in Fortnite besides the default dance. And then of course his down taunt would be Orange Justice, which to this day I am forever upset that I didn't get the Orange Justice taunts, because I was so I mean, again, like, as someone who just plays Fortnite so I've been playing Fortnite every season since season 6 of chapter 1, and I play just to like get all the battle passes done. And I play with my friends a couple times too, and I enjoy it. I think it's a fun game, and just seeing like all these dances that I love doing in Fortnite in Smash now, I think that would just be hilarious to see. And finally, that leaves us with talking about what Jonesy's spirit board would be. Now, if we're going by the rules I said with Tracer's spirit board about having only limit ourselves to 10 spirits in the spirit board, I think I would definitely have all these spirits be different Fortnite characters, specifically ones that are very popular within the Fortnite community. So, with that in mind, I believe some good ideas for spirits would be, of course, Cuddle Team Leader, the Ice King, Renegade Raider, Blaze, Raptor, maybe, what was the, Fish Stick, obviously, Fish Stick, maybe the Visitor. I could see the Visitor being, like, the hardest one to get. Then put in, like, some new ones, like Dr. Sloan, and maybe the Foundation. Put some, like, story-related skins in there. And I think that would be really cool to see, have those 10 characters being, in Smash as spirits. And so that was basically everything about why I believe Jonesy from Fortnite should be the 5th DLC character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Second Fighter Pass, and why and what exactly his moveset would be. So, anyways, we'll find out if this is true or not potentially tomorrow on June 15th when Nintendo's E3 2021 Direct is live, and we'll get to see who the 5th and possibly even the 6th DLC characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be. So, do you believe that Jonesy will be a character in Smash like I do? If you do, be sure to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I will see you guys later.